Now we actually used to eat paprika, maybe avocado, paprika, mango. That's how hard it was. But my mother stood up. I love my mother. It is now where I realize the struggles that she went through when I think about now where I am in life, the soft life that we're living and all that. And looking back, I'm like, it was not like this. She did all her last cents. I remember there was a time, it was actually school holidays. She came into Pretoria only with 20,000. My mother didn't know where to start. She just loaned 20,000, but God took over. That's how painful it was, because now after that 20,000, remember now there's books, there's fees, there's food. You can imagine what would have happened, and at the same, if it wasn't for NSFAS, you know.
Dumelang Thobela re locha mashaka. Welcome to Success Link, and I'm your host Letlhogonolo wa ga Tshweni ngwana wa Machete, all the way from Zanin. And you know what, guys, as I always promise, each and every week we are having a guest that we are going to learn from, that we are going to have interesting topics. You know, we are going to talk about things that you do not want to miss. And yes, it's another week, and I've got someone that whenever I touch my phone, I go on TikTok. Hey, guys, I start laughing without even watching what he's going to be talking about. And I hope you guys are going to enjoy this episode. I don't like introducing my guest. How are you, my dear Say?
Okay, first of all, Alejandro, thank you so much for having me here. By the way, I know you as Mugwabe. Okay, guys, it's Thatego Khamedi. I'm the guest tonight. Yes.
You know, thank you. I'm sure you can tell that I'm nervous. And I hope the viewers do not scrutinize me, because, hey, we grow as we go. We fly the planes while inside them.
I get you.
Yeah, but thank you very much for honoring my invite.
It is my pleasure.
I was actually scared when I wrote that text. I'm like, yo, I don't like rejection. What if he says no? But I was like, the worst that can be done is to say no. You know, let me send. And I send, and you're like, hey, don't worry, I
can relate, you know. I can actually relate, because we've never spoken before. I used to like your content. You used to like my content. It's just one of those things, man. Remember now, I think we spoke about it not so long, about approach man. Yes, I'm gonna be bold enough to say that, because it's hardly to see Balobedu doing collaboration, sitting together like this in a spotlight. You understand me?
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
we are breaking that.
We're breaking that. That's why I was. As soon as you messaged me, I'm like, that's my girl.
Yes. Okay. Thank you. So you know what? Without okay, let's start from the beginning.
Of course. Yeah.
Who is? I know you as Mahasha.
Yeah.
I know, and Mahasha was Imren. I know you as Masogo.
Yeah.
I know you as Shibu.
Maji.
And then Maji.
Yeah.
You know, you're everything.
Yeah.
You know, before we get into all that, the work, the beautiful work that you do, maybe who is Thatego? Like, who are you? Where do you come from? And, you know, just a background setting from your family.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thatego, Gimulobedu. Amadribani, all the way from Amadribani. I was raised by a single parent. Yeah, we had two at home. Yeah, and I did general management at TUT. Obviously, primary Sinopelwa. I went to Mogobe.
Okay.
Mogobe was actually named after one of our rain queens.
Yes.
Yeah, that was my high school. And then I went to TUT. I did general management in but anyway,
I
did general management at TUT. I think that's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, okay.
The other way around.
And you know, as much as we love Kilobedi, because someone can say we are both the content creators, why are we speaking English? It's because we don't want to accommodate. We want to accommodate everyone.
Everybody.
Yes, you know,
yes. Yeah, going forward, I came to Pretoria 2011. I did my diploma done, and then got the piece jobs there and there. Then I went to this other company. Am I allowed to mention brands? The brands that I worked for.
Yeah, as long as we're not tarnishing them.
Tarnishing them, yeah.
So, I worked for, and we're not promoting, we're just mentioning it's part of the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I worked for Thatego 2.5 years.
Yeah.
I'm actually mentioning the ones where I stayed long.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Then I realized that I need to do cars. I need to do cars. There's more into this because obviously Thatego was sales, was selling clothes.
Okay.
Then I moved into motor industry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's when I realized that okay, the talent is starting to come out now. Because by the way, while I'm saying this, I'm actually a multi-talented person.
No, you are. That's why you're 4 personalities in one.
Yeah, a multi-talented
Yeah.
person. I can act. I'm a model. I am an influencer.
Okay.
Yeah. While I'm talking about influencing, by the way, I'm actually one of the brand ambassadors for the Porsche.
I saw that and I was like, that's
Yes,
my
yes.
guy. That's my guy. I did
Yes.
see that.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Yeah.
And I'm also a musician.
Really?
Yes.
You sing?
Baby, since the day you
Hallelujah.
came into my life.
Bona, you know, but ka ke le ba ke motho a se nini o ka se mo
Yes, o ka
fetse.
se mo fetse.
You know, you know, growing up, like you mentioned, it's 2 of you. So you mean that you have 2? It's you and
It's
your.
me and my brother, my little brother.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
the firstborn.
Oh, you're the deputy parent.
Yes, I'm.
You're the deputy
The
parent.
breadwinner,
Yes, but
lah.
how is it growing up, being raised by a single parent? You know, we find normally, especially when I do a lot of social work in terms of, you know, empowerments and stuff.
Okay.
And one of the issues that people tend to talk about the issues that, especially men, they always blame it on being raised by a single parent.
Yeah.
Would you say, you know, being raised by a single parent, you know, has...
Sorry.
Okay, let me put it like this. How was it being raised by a single parent? And, you know, what challenges were there? And what has how did it shape, you know,
Myself.
yes, you
Okay.
as a person now?
You asked me an emotional question. I'm going to try my level best to contain myself. So I don't want to be emotional.
Oh, okay.
Because it has been I can't say an awesome journey. It was very difficult. You know, my friends, the people that are actually around me, they know how much I love my mother. I for some reason, I'm just going to cover it as we move forward. But now, she's a giant herself. There was no need for me. I feel like there's actually no need for me to have my father at that present moment from growing up, coming this side, because she carried both parts. Like, when I look at my mother, my mother, because I didn't feel that gap, father's love, because she was doing her level best. You know, from the village where I'm coming from, she would make sure that we dress up. When we were growing up, you would think, Banabag, president.
Yeah.
But just a single parent.
Yeah.
Trust me, even my friends knows that. Though growing up in poverty, was obviously from poverty. Yeah, I'm not going to stand up here. I grew up nice with both parents. Jani, no, it was not like that. Now we actually used to eat paprika, maybe avocado, paprika, mango.
It's our thing back home.
Yeah, that's how hard it was. But my mother stood up. I love my mother. Shout out to my mother, Emily. I love her so much.
Thank you, Memotsadi. You've done great.
I love it. She means a lot to me because it is now where I realize the struggles that she went through. When I think about now where I am in life, the soft life that we're living and all that, and looking back, I'm like, it was not like this. She did all her last cents. I remember there was a time, it was actually school holidays. I took a taxi from Pretoria coming down to Tzaneen. She was working there. So I passed by her store. They were selling clothes as well. I remember saying to her, I want this item. It was actually 2 items. I want them now. So now, as a grown-up man, looking back, thinking about the accounts, because she was taking it through an account, because she was working for that store, but then she had to, and they were expensive. So now I'm in that position where I had accounts, I closed them off. Now when I think about the pain of my mother saying, hey, anyway, what can, and she even cried that day because she didn't have enough. She cried. Now didn't you see the the pain behind
Behind
it.
it,
But then now it was that thing, oh, you know what, let me do it for him.
yeah,
Ke ngwana wa
ngwanaka.
ka, and all those things. She went through the most. But it's
I get it.
big time.
Eish.
I don't want to lie to you, but it's me and my little brother. And when I look at where we are right now, I'm just so grateful for that woman.
And Modimo, that's why ba re mma wa ngwana o itshwara ka bogaleng.
bogaleng.
Understand that they will always try their level
Yeah.
best with what they have. I love using a phrase that you will know how much your mother or your parents love you when you are an older person. When you
true.
look back, you'll be like, it was not easy, but they
wasn't.
did it. They
wasn't.
did it. Sure. And then I'm just curious, if you're comfortable, of course, to talk about it. Your dad, where was he? Why was the situation the way it is?
Let's just say I grew up without a dad.
Yeah.
I don't even know where. I can't. How can I put it? I don't know where to start with my dad because he was just not present. From the moment I was born, my dad has never been present. So I don't want to talk about
I hear you. I hear you, but I understand you fully.
Yes.
I understand you fully. But we are
Yes.
grateful for Motsadi,
Yeah, no, she did the most. She
Yeah.
did the most.
Yeah.
And in addition, don't get emotional, but yes, I know. With that TUT coming to Pretoria, only with 20,000. My mother didn't know where to start. She just loaned 20,000, but God took over. That's how painful it was. Because now, after that 20,000, remember now there's books, there's feast, there's food. You can imagine what would have happened, and at the same, if it wasn't for NSFAS. Yes. So I'm thinking about it back then. My mother had 20. She loaned 20,000. What was she thinking? What was going to happen after that? Do you understand me? Yeah. So my mother came Bogodwa.
No, she is.
She is in Bogodwa. Like, she's a fighter.
And then the qualification that you did. Was it something that you're passionate about, or
talk about
we are done with matric?
I'm going to expose my mother. I'm going to expose my mother.
Yeah.
I remember now, in the beginning, I told that I wanted to be a musician.
Yes.
I remember I got to Pretoria. Next morning, we were going to register. Now I obviously, I wanted to do music with heart and passion.
Yes.
And my mother phoned me. How is it going? No problem. We are about to register. And I'm going to use Kilobedu. I was bored for days. My mother, she killed it.
Yeah.
Me studying music, she killed it. She was like, you're not going to do that. So I ended up looking for a course that would actually take me somewhere, something like office management. As long as there's something called management, it's fine. As long as I can get a job after.
She'll be happy about hearing management.
And to think of it, actually landed right, because after doing management, because there was a marketing as a subject in that management. So now I'm in sales. So they correspond. I'm taking some of the theory that I did at school, applying it into what I'm doing now. Yes, but then nonetheless, management, it wasn't what I wanted to study for.
Now I
wanted music, and I think I would have been far, because studying for 3 years, doing music, theory, practicals, and all those things. We don't have voice.
Voice, the thing is, I'm thinking our mothers, remember, maybe Rena, we are going to be a different kind of parents who understand. Bobo drama. Music,
we know
they're just there to play.
Exactly.
Please do something proper, and also looking at the sacrifices, like how you say how you guys grew up, and all she wanted was for you to do something that's solid, that you will have a proper career, a proper career. But basadi ba tshwana le mama, I'm like, wow, basadi ka moka ba itshwere ka bohaleng. Ba itshwere ka bohaleng. And then now you go to TUT.
Yeah.
You study.
Yeah.
Did you graduate on record time?
Not on record time. Obviously, Madam question. No, remember, I couldn't finish on record time. There and there, because she was a single parent,
Yeah.
she was struggling there and there. That's why there's a moment. I did my first year, second, third, fourth year. My brother was coming to Pretoria because he was done with his matric. Yeah.
And when
now
I was
we are
fair,
two. Now
yeah.
and now I carried accounting, financial accounting. So I did management. It had financial accounting as a subject, and I didn't do financial accounting back then
In high school, yeah.
So it was a struggle a bit because I had to carry it. I had to do gap year to do. I was working in restaurants.
Oh,
Yeah, I did. I'm from Bunandosi, from Bu Begaki.
Wow.
I'm from Bu. Yes, our struggle is real.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm telling you, I went through the most. So I didn't finish on record time. I think I did my diploma for 5 years instead of 3 years.
But I think your mom did well. From when you were narrating how you wanted to register something to do with music, and she said, "Oh,
Yeah,
you respected her." That shows already what kind of a parent she was. Meaning, as a mother, because you could have chosen to do it.
No, she's actually a strict mother. I'm grateful that I'm raised by my mother because she's actually a reflection of me. Masugo, I'm gonna cover that. I'm gonna go unpack the content part of it.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful for my mother because looking back there at that present moment, she, as much as she was struggling, my brother is coming this side and all those things, that situation on its own, she was like to me, Tato, I can't do it anymore. I gave you an extra year. Your brother is here now. Now you have to be on your own. And not because it was not out of love, but I'm grateful because it taught me to stand up for myself. That's why I started to hustle go Dinandosi. I started to hustle go Burger King. I hustle go some restaurant that I worked for 8 months. From that very moment, that's why I started to stand up. That's when I realized that, oh, okay, I understand what she was trying to do. Because if my mother had to spoon feed me, I wouldn't have had more responsibility or understanding. Responsible.
Yes, and taking
Yes.
responsibility for your life.
Yes, you need to be accountable as well for anything we do. You are accountable.
Yeah.
Yes.
I
I
wish
know
to
you will
meet
see
her.
her.
I wish to meet
Such
her.
a sweet lady, but you know what? Inside
Yeah.
something else. That's why I'm proud of her.
Yeah.
Because she shaped me.
Yeah.
She's a darling. So strict. Very.
And then when are you married, kids?
No. I'm not married. I just don't want to talk about my.
Okay. Okay, but let's not talk about that.
I'm single for now, but then I didn't want to go deeper into it.
Okay.
Yes.
But we were single. I received the invitation, but it's okay. Now, content creation. Creation. You went and did studied, qualification. Then did you get work after
after studying management?
Yes.
No, like I told you, Mkai, I had to hustle budi 2 months, 3 months job.
Yeah.
That's why I have to advise the parents right now. They must just allow their kids to do what they want to do. Because now if my mother had allowed me to do what I wanted to do, I would have been in a different world, right? Not maybe even in South Africa. Because the passion that I had for music was so deep. I was going to go as hard as I can. You understand me?
Yes, especially because you'd be focusing it.
I will be focused.
Wanted it to work.
Exactly. So, no one to study because it's a norm. After matric, you need to study. You need to do a certain course. But if I had followed my dreams, I would have been far.
Do you
understand me? Yes. So it's very advisable for parents out there to allow their kids to do what they want to do. Because level from the moment I graduated, I've been going to for the restaurant after restaurant, working there and there and that. But then luckily, I found my happiness in the motor industry. Because that's where I worked for the longest time, from 2019 till today.
I think we're going to talk about that because we want advices. I'm
here.
Let's talk about content creation.
Yeah.
When did the bug hit you? When did this content creation catch up with you?
Yo, okay. Obviously, I've got this big personality, and the people that are around me, they're very supportive. So from time to time, they would say to me, "But you know that you can just do something on YouTube when you're an actor, you're a singer. Just do something about it." Then this other time, man, I was like, okay, let me just do something that is more relatable with my mother. Because now, how she raised me, I can actually, because I'm an actor, I love acting. I told you I'm a professional actor.
Yes.
I was like, let me start like this skitinyana about a parent, our manyangwana, and all that. So it started there. I bought a ring light. I was like, today I'm starting. Then you know how it started. There's a first video that went viral. You remember the Masuku was actually at the wedding.
At
And then
Turkey.
she was at Turkey. She like,
I've been following you say, I know, at Turkey.
yeah. So from there, as soon as that video, boom, I was like, you know what? Now, let me actually do Mama Shibu. And she was, it started there.
Yeah.
That's why I gained confidence. Oh, okay, if this first one went viral, what about the stuff that I'm about to bring on board? Then I started to create on daily basis after work, because I normally do my content after work.
Oh, okay.
You can imagine the stressful industry, motor industry. I have to come back and do content. It was hectic. It's been hectic. It's been a hectic journey.
It seems like you've been growing ever since, though. Because
I'm grateful. There's a lot of people that appreciate my work. The likes of Kendisa Mandebel.
Yes.
She's my sister.
Yeah.
And she was like to me, you know what? I love your content with heart and passion, and I don't mind to join you on your content.
I think I did see the one that you did.
I did with
I did see the one that you did. No, Shem, honestly, it's such a beautiful work. And I think one of it all, what for me personally, what makes me get drawn to your content is we relate. You know, we relate.
Thank you. That's where I was actually going to come there to say, it's not necessarily about me doing the stuff that my mother does, because back then, if most of my stuff, 60% of the content, I always think about my mother, how she used to treat us. It wasn't a bad treatment. I'm not saying my mother.
It was a strict African.
You can see how Masuku treats Maji.
Yes.
And Shibu. Yeah, how she speaks, the way she's so solid, and they will be so content, and they'll be like this.
They're listening.
You understand
know.
me? Exactly. So that's when he realized, oh, hi man, let me take this, let me run with this. And then let me go and make an awareness. And obviously my content, it's not only about my mother. I'm covering reality. Issues. That's why you even said you're learning, you can relate. I'm doing stuff whereby people can relate. So that awareness, it's actually important for me. I would think about something at work, something that is very important, something about gender-based, something about women, something about, then I'm going to cover it in a form of a content.
Yes. And I once heard someone saying that if you want people to hear what you say, make them laugh.
Make them laugh, yeah.
Make it in a joke. That's why those jokes that people say your friends are busy saying, there's a message there.
I agree with you. You know, you just remind me, because from time to time, how I wrap up the whole wardrobe before I even dress up, I would put on a weave, and when I put on that weave, I won't put it normal. I have to curl it even other way around. So the stuff that I'll be saying, they're looking at the guy and they're like, man, what's happening here?
And then now, Kilobedu, why did you choose to do it? Okay, I understand that you were portraying your mom being someone, but then you could have still done it in English. Why did you choose Kilobedu? Like,
you know why I chose Kilobedu? Back then, because I started my content in 2021, and in 2021, I realized that there's actually not Lobedu content speaking. Let me do this in Kilobedu. I need to be known as Mulobedu who does this.
Yeah.
Then there comes Ren Queen Mujaji after.
Oh yeah.
Ren Queen Mujaji after. When it came, I was like, thank God. Now we're gonna be known, we're gonna be heard.
Yeah.
So now I wanted people to know my language. And I didn't even want to dilute it and use something. No. I can still feature people there in Zulu, Venda, and all that.
Yes.
But me, I want to be known as Molobedu. That's why I wanted it to be heard. Bakidwe, rekikokosha. Wangisisa.
Kekekereja.
Rekibamuja. You understand me?
Yeah.
So that's the reason of why I actually chose to do my content in Kilobedu, waya.
Yeah, there's a certain person I normally, whenever I would speak Kilobedi, people are like, yo, Umlobedu. I called her name. I'd be like, okay. For me, it was that thing. I heard, wait, what are people saying? You understand? And one person told me, Balobedu ki joke amapedi. Yo, I was so offended for days.
No. We do get those.
You know, but now I actually had another session that I did with another Kilobedu content creator.
Okay.
And I was, for me, I love my language so much. I love our people, but what I love more, I feel that guy when he said, it was offensive at that time. But now I sit and look at Abanna Kilobedu.
Look at it.
As soon as someone says something in Kilobedu, everyone makes happy. So we are the happy
about
peel.
It. True.
In a way, we are happy. We are a happy peel.
I agree with. I definitely agree with you on that. I do.
Yeah. So
I do.
Since now you're based in you're based in Gauteng, right?
Gauteng, yeah, Pretoria is.
Oh yeah. So have you ever okay, do you always speak Kilobedu when you meet people? Normally on a random day, or you want to ask something maybe in your shop, do you go to Kilobedu or Berakadi Waits?
Something about me, I've got this big personality. So any group that I would chill with, at the end of the day, they end up knowing that I'm Mulobedu.
Okay.
Yeah, I embrace it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I embrace Kilobedu. And she actually reminded me of we actually went to a funeral last week. And then this other friend of mine was like, he's a varsity friend. She was like to me, oh, Thatego, he's very proud of Kilobedu because I remember Afita TUT, he kept on speaking Kilobedu. He was the first guy, the first person that I heard about Mulobedu in Janin Tontoni. So I'm not shy about it. I speak Kilobedu wherever I go. I make sure Kori Yakisi Yaman. Yeah.
And then I see you on TikTok, but I go on YouTube.
I'm actually planning to land there.
Are you there on YouTube?
I'm gonna go there.
Yeah.
I open an account and then because it's a lot of admin. Like I said to you, I'm in the motor industry. After work, you are stressed so hard, and now you need to do a content.
Yes.
Just like right now, when we're done here tonight, I still need to go and shoot.
Yeah.
That's how I'm so passionate about my content as well.
Then the opportunities, what are the opportunities still, as from 2021, that's when you started, right?
Started,
now, what would you say? We are pilega ngapha.
Yeah,
Talento kuyenzeka.
Okay.
Yeah, in terms of
content creator.
Basically I want to focus on as your journey, what opportunities, and what challenges would you say have been there? So basically it's two questions in one. Yeah.
I must say opportunities, they've been quite good. Just that I haven't been focused so much on this content creating thing like full time, because now, like I was featured in the story Sahara Queen Mujaji. That's one of the opportunity. And then now I'm a brand ambassador for Porsche M. So now you can just imagine the stuff that I come. And now from time to time you'll get invitations from certain people, and you start to realize, okay, this thing is actually working.
Yeah, you're connecting.
I'm connecting, networking with the right people. So I must say, being a content, that's why I'm even feeling an edge to say tonight after this shoot, I'm going to do my content as well, because I know one day my bread is going to come from that.
And definitely. We are going there.
We're going there.
We are going there.
Exactly.
And then the challenges, what would you say so far have been? I'm just thinking of someone who says they want to start, like...
The challenge is time. Because now consistency is key. I'm doing my level best to try and being consistent, but there's those days when you come back, you're at the range, you don't want to do anything on that specific day. And the people, they keep on going, checking you
every day.
Uploading what's happening.
Yeah.
So, and you cannot stay out for long. You still need to be relevant. You still need to keep up with your content. So I must say, challenges for me is just being fatigued after work, and I need to shoot a content, and I need to give them a real. And you understand me?
Authentic,
You guys wouldn't actually even see that I'm tired when I shoot content.
Yeah, no, honestly, I see you. I'm like, this guy is so consistent.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Is it?
I think that day that I would just be like, okay, so that's what now I'm trying to do actually,
Consistency.
and also my because I'm both on YouTube and TikTok, so I've been changing a lot, and so I think I like consistency, and when I see people like you, I'm like, why can't I do it?
You can, because now I can pass only now. Only 2 days, 3 days.
Yeah.
4th day, I cannot go. I can't actually go after 4 days without posting. I need to do something. I need to, another challenge, you always need to keep up. Okay, what must I do now? What will make them laugh? Now you need to look at the algorithm of what had happened with the viewership. Or, they like something like this.
Yeah.
Let me try something like that. Let me do this. Let me do that. You're constantly working. Obviously, I'm working full time, but while I'm busy working full time, I'm thinking of okay, what next on my content?
Yeah.
What must I do that will actually excite my fans
Yeah.
and all those things? So you. Waberega, man.
Ke moshomo le yo.
Mushumo, like you know what? Funny thing.
Yeah.
Let me touch base on this. The reason I'm saying this is because now it's a skill on its own. A skill whereby, let me give you a simple example. Ki masoko, ki shibu, ki maji, right?
Yeah.
Remember now, when I'm shooting for masoko, let me say I'm shooting 6 videos, masoko.
Yeah.
Remember now, Musubudi needs to come and respond.
Yeah.
And when she needs to come and respond, whatever that I've said on these 6 videos, I need to remember when I shoot for Shiburi. Oh, okay, now, Konje, she was saying this. Now I need to reply. Now I need to... Do you understand me? And there's still Machi.
And Mahasha, why do you live? I love Mahasha. I love Mahasha.
There's still Mahasha. So basically what needs to happen, and it's 3 of them, I need to put on this dress. And when I put on this dress, okay, obviously Machi, she's too much. Normally I do Machi last because now there's a lot of makeup and all those things, those funny hair. The simplest person is Masoko. Masoko is just weak dress, and then I start. And then... No, you know why I'm laughing? I'm laughing because there are some parts or there are some moments whereby I would just burst.
Yeah.
I would laugh at myself, and I'm recognizing.
But and you understand already, it's like when you're cooking, you are tasting food. This is nice.
Exactly.
So if it's able to make you laugh, you already know what I'm done.
It's something else.
I'm done with
something
my
else because at the same time, when I'm busy shooting, there are some episodes whereby obviously as an actor, you need to put yourself in that character. I remember I was crying this other day. It was Shibu's daughter. She was sick. Now she was in high ICU at that present moment. So now I'm trying to put myself in that situation.
Suraya, right?
Suraya.
I'm a fan, Pella.
So I had to cry because you need to put those emotions into action. And this is not faking, because acting, you just need to work on the skill. When they say cry right now, hit it hard. Put yourself in that situation and apply the emotions. It will happen naturally. That's why most of the time when you look at my videos, there's that originality. Most of the time you can see that I'm very settled. If I have to be a woman right now, I'll be a woman. If I have to be a solid man, I have to be that solid man. If I have to be a daughter, I have to be that daughter. That's what acting is all about.
That's talent, man. That's talent. If we care para mongatsi, we can korrelela mongatsi. You're doing beautiful work. Like you are really doing a great job. You make you. Hey guys, life is hard. Financially, mujolocally, there's a lot going on. So when we find people that make us laugh, honestly, we need to appreciate the work. And now, honestly, I really hope one day I'll see more and more of you in TV. It's coming, and I think I love the consistency. I love, like, we relate. You are yeah, I mean, bona.
No, they will happen.
Yeah.
They will happen. Remember now, I'm a Christian.
Okay.
I'm a believer of
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So
Yeah.
all the plans that I have for you are plans of prosperity and
Yeah,
expected
man.
future. Those things are coming.
Yeah.
And I'm going to speak them
Yeah.
and they will manifest.
No, they're going
Yeah.
to. They're going to.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
like I said, nake strike like a consistency. So when you put your prayers, please
No,
pray for all
I
the content
will.
creators to be.
You know, I know consistency. Ne?
Yeah.
Me too, a young hitter. But when I think of where I am going and what is expected of me to the world, I'm like, let me kill this. Let me push this. Trust me. Things like being an ambassador now for the brand, I'm thinking about the consistency that I need to keep up. I need to do certain. I need to push. I need to go harder. Trust me, you will do it.
Nah.
We wouldn't have been here.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have invited me.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No,
Let's
I
push,
think
Mukaya.
we're pushing.
We're going somewhere.
Yeah. So, what would you advise someone like he's a success link? So basically, we are linking people. We are linking people to new ideas. We are linking to people to new paths and everything. Advising them on your journey. What someone who wanna get into this content creation? What would your advice be for them?
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I've just said now it's gonna be consistency. It's gonna be creativity. You cannot just relax and you become a copycat. No. In this industry, you need to come up with something that is unique, something that is very relatable. That's why I'm very unique. In my videos, you wouldn't find somebody who's doing something similar to what I'm currently doing. So whatever that they believe in, whatever that they start to think that would work for them, they must just start. You start. Once you start, you are gone. Like I said, consistent, nurture it, do whatever that it takes. Like Automaga, 300 viewers, go.
Keep on
do
doing
it. Keep
it.
on doing it. Keep on doing it. You will be successful.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like rata chelete. So the question that I have is there money there, Mara?
There-
Huyapilega.
Wapilega, Mkaya.
Yeah.
Wapilega, like I said, Kibereka full time now. And then this thing, I'm doing it as a part-time. I can imagine if I had to invest my time in it. Like, talking about the opportunities that have came along the way. I mean, I realized, no, man, I was going to have more ideas because I'm always in the house. I'll be thinking, okay, what's the next thing to do? I need to approach this company. I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think it's easy.
Yeah.
If I had to focus on it full time, I would do it.
I get it.
Kuyaphileka.
Anake awuthepha.
Kuyaphileka, like
Tathalento. Tathalento kuyaphileka.
yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
So because we also, like you mentioned about being in the you like your core, you said motor?
Oh, motor industry.
Motor industry.
Yes.
So I also want us to get into that as well. And I've got a few questions. I was like, I'm not missing this opportunity because we make so much bad decisions when it comes to cars. But before we get into that, I want us to wrap up kataba yabo content creation and everything.
Yeah.
As you said, you know me as Mogwabe.
Mogwabe, yes.
I want us to do something. I want
What do you want
I
now,
don't know.
Mkaya?
I don't know. Like, brief me. What do we do? I want to act. I want to test.
You want to act?
I want to test my acting skills. There, I just record, and I'm not an actor. The things that I do, most of the things that I do in life, they caught me off by surprise. Like, oh, really? I'm fun. Oh, okay. So,
okay. So
you're gonna coach me.
What do you want us to? From my side, which character do you like? The one that you want me to?
I wish you had your wig because Masogo.
I can try and be Masogo without a wig.
Okay, it can be
Let's
Masogo.
let's say Masuku Uboni saw you at the Plaza Le Mahasha. Yeah. So Masuku Lotoma right now. Obviously Mulubedu, you would
guys, we're gonna do it Kai Kilobedu.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have subtitles, but yeah, it's for those that love Kilobedu.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, Masuku saw me at Plaza.
Masuku actor. Masuku yo wake.
Yes.
Let me apply Masuku inside me.
Nake na Mogwabe. Nake ba Mogwabe.
Oh, when I utlo Mogwabe.
Ke Mogwabe now. Remember ke Mogwabe le Masuku.
Mogwabe le Masuku. Ish lo was wiki like guy
Wiki
and a CPC guys.
But Mkaya next time.
Okay, let's kill it. Okay. Hey, napile wena naulia in kan.
Kaini?
Kuboni plaza. Kuboni plaza.
Na sibeki plaza kwa Anton kilo reka di Russian was Russian jela jaga ka gele rara byane.
Wo clear masha.
Masha. Wa kire masha wa kindumedisa ba kimbujisa ka patriela ya ka kwa.
Maga. Unemaga wena.
Awole rabyane.
Ke pa nuthu. Unemaga kuliboni.
Umashibi kubela. Umashibi
kuliboni. Kuliboni. Nabe kuliboni.
Umashibi linya ka ba shwar ke relela ke. Where are you laughing? Mugabe is coming. What's happening? Mugabe is coming. Where are you laughing? To my followers. Mugabe's followers. Mugabe was coming.
I couldn't help this because I went out of character.
Yeah. But I think we're going to need to do this.
Again, with the whip.
We need to do it
with
the whip. Next time when I come to Gauteng, I'm just coming specifically to shoot because my soko ke monyakas. But beautiful, man, I love your content. Okay, now I earn 12,000.
Yeah.
I earn 12,000. Ke rentile. Need rent rubber rich.
Yeah.
Ke rubber rich.
Yes.
Rumunyana. Na ke nyaka koloi.
12,000.
I want a car and I'm earning 12,000.
Okay.
Ke rentile.
Rentile, ne?
Yes.
And then rent it's how much?
I'm paying 3.5.
3.5.
And I've got two kids back home that I send money to. Yes.
I think you would qualify on the standard cars that we have. Because, by the way, I work for Nissan Centurion.
Yes.
Yeah. That's when I've been a salesman since 2019 till today. So, I would say it would work on a standard vehicle where you pay roughly around 3.5, 3 point, because we do have those kind of plans. Yeah, there's a lot of options in the motor industry. Yeah, it's not that thing whereby okay, it's just gonna be 6 years and that's it. No. Now we even prolong it and make it 96 months. Based on the economy right now, we try and cater those people that that can afford. That's why now even the kind of models that we brought in South Africa, like I'm talking about a Nissan Magnite, because now at Nissan, Magnite and Navara are the most popular cars at the current moment that are selling. Yes. So Nissan Magnite standard would work for somebody of your situation. Standard, it can actually be a manual. Yes.
Because I often hear people name, especially there's some jobs now, you find that one of the requirements is for you to have your own vehicle. And then when you think about it, okay, do I go for a brand new or do I go for second hand? Does it any...
It depends. It's actually, it depends. Because remember, it starts from, let's look at something that is gonna, how can I put it? I just want to try and make it as easy and as possible for people
Please
to
explain
understand.
as though you explain for a 5-year-old.
5-year-old.
So that we can understand. Okay, going for a new car versus going for a second brand new car versus going for a second hand. Things to consider basically.
I'm selling, let me start with brand new cars. Yeah. I'm selling new cars at the current moment. And then now, for me, an advantage of buying a new car, even if it's a standard one, now you know the history of the vehicle. Now you know the warranty of the vehicle. The car comes standard with the service plan. So for me, there's that, you are rest assured there's peace of mind here. It's a brand new car. I'm a first-time driver. If there's issues, I can just take it to the dealership. Yeah. Whereas looking at buying a used car, which is something that was traded in, for me, I would really think about it. I'm careful about what I'm talking about because obviously I work for a dealership. I'm trying to be as careful as possible because I'm representing the dealership.
Yes.
So, used car, obviously, it was traded in. You don't know the history of the vehicle, how many people drove the car. So, it can be cheap. We're looking at the economy right now. But then now, the consequences, you don't know the history of the vehicle. What had happened? Was it an accident? Yeah. So, for me... New car for me works better. Yeah, it works. But new car or a demo.
Yeah. Oh, those demo cars are being sold.
Demo. I'm currently driving a demo.
Really?
Yes.
So
remember, I'm currently driving a demo. So a demo. Remember the difference here between new car, demo, and a used demo. Oh, new car. It's a brand new car. It's right there on the floor.
Okay.
Then a demo, it's used by us at the dealership. We use it to demonstrate.
As you
That's
drive
why it's
and be
called
like,
a demo.
oh, nice car.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
And then,
So when it accumulates mileage, it's us at the dealership. Then we can sell it at any time. It's safer because okay, this car has been driven by sales executive, the management. I think it's reasonable because it does depreciate demo as well. Yeah, more it goes down. Looking at a new car and a demo is always low in terms of the pricing.
Okay, so if I buy a new car, right, I qualify, it's nice and everything.
Yeah.
After 3 months, I decide that I don't want this car anymore.
Okay. Coming to that, remember now there's something called a contract. And when you come to the dealership, before you sign, you read.
Yes.
You read the contract. There's some stuff that binds you. You cannot just wake up after 3 months and say, "No, I don't want the car."
If I don't afford it anymore?
That's the problem there, because now if you don't afford it anymore, you bring it, especially if you bought it car with balloon payment. Now there's going to be a shortfall. You cannot just bring a car after 3 months and expect things to be jolly, happy. And no.
It's not easy.
It's a different thing altogether. Yeah. So we look at a lot of things.
Yes.
If you bring it in, it has accumulated mileage, the condition and all that.
Okay.
And when you cannot afford anymore, we'll give you a pricing for the car.
Okay.
And then there's going to be a shortfall, the difference, because now, remember now, the moment you leave the dealership with a brand new car, it loses it depreciates. Yes. Right away.
The shortfall I'm going to have to pay regardless.
You have to pay the difference, because now, when at the moment you left, your car did depreciate. As soon as it did depreciate, and now you want to bring it back.
Yeah.
We're going to get the value for your car, your current car that you're driving. Then, and the settlement. Remember now, already, the bank has calculated the principal debt.
Yes.
When right now you want to bring it back. And now when we look at it, it's not in the same value as when you took it. Yes, we look at those kind of things.
So, you need to sit, make sure, because it's a long-term commitment.
It is.
Right.
It is.
And then if now, I always see there's certain people that I will see like, people make us think a lot. True, yes, when I drive a new car. No, I traded in. Oh, okay.
I know.
So in terms of trading in, is it the same principle as when trading in?
Yeah.
Please
you want
tell
me to unpack it?
Please unpack the trading in.
Okay.
Yeah.
To trade in. Okay. Like simple example, the one we've just spoken about now, or after 2 years, I can know umagala change goloi.
Yeah.
Some people, when they buy cars, they would maybe, while they pay normal installment, they will add something extra. Then, which makes it easy for them when they want to bring it back. At least the settlement and the value of the car, they don't differ, that there's no that huge gap whereby it will actually hamper them to trade in at that present moment. Let me touch into a real issue trade in. Right now, I'm Thatego. I just bought a car right now. And after 4 years, I feel like I don't like this car anymore. I want another car.
Something bigger.
Yeah. Remember, I financed the car for, let's give it a scenario of 6 years.
Yes.
I financed the car for 6 years. Then I drove it for 4 years. Yeah. So now I decided to say, I want the bigger one now. What's going to happen? I go to the dealership. When I get there, they're going to evaluate my car. They're going to give me the value of my current car. Then, after giving me the value of my current car, they need to request a settlement from the bank.
Okay, and see how much.
And see the difference between the two.
And
the value and the settlement.
Yeah.
Then there comes something called shortfall. Yes.
Shortfall is like skoloto.
There comes something called a shortfall. So with the shortfall, it depends. Remember, now I want to buy the bigger car.
Yeah.
So if it's a bigger car, then I can sit down with the sales executive. We discuss how are they going to help me in order to some clients we do assist them, like deal assist. I think each brand do have a deal assist whereby I want to buy a Kaya 800,000, the deal assist is 150. And then now when you look at my settlement, maybe settlement jagari 200. Then what's going to happen there? They're going to assist me 150 or that 200 on its own is Kaya on the new car. Do you understand me? So what's going to happen? They will only load 50,000. Then they're going to assist me 150. Then that remaining 50,000, you're going to buy low down on the brand new car.
Sure.
That's the trading. What is it all about?
Most of the people, I think these are the kind of other information that people we lack.
Yeah.
We lack, and instead of just carrying myself and come to the dealership and sit with Thatego, I'm like, please explain me things that I can understand. Most of us get shocks. You got shocked after 2-3 months. I'm like, this, I should not have
why
done
did
this.
I land into
Why did I land?
I
think you must do more. I saw you how happy your clients are. They look like clients who know that what they are doing. Because a certain day you work.
I mean, this big personality.
Yes.
I mean, man.
Yeah, like I always see those videos when people are getting their car. I wish I can buy a car just so that he can also do
the energy.
The energy.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, but I think because also, like you say, sales, being the person, you studied something that has sales and everything, you look like you enjoy your job.
I do.
You love your job.
I do. My clients, I don't want to lie to you. It excites me, man. Talking to people. There isn't. Okay, I'm one of the top sales executives.
Okay.
I actually received an award.
Wow.
20,
Nice.
Yeah, 2022. I was actually in first place in South Africa for fleet, Navara fleet.
Yes.
Yeah. I came first place 2022 in South Africa. I'm grateful. And where I am now, I'm a hard worker, by the way. So when I go to work, I know the purpose. I understand who I am. I understand what I'm going to do there. So it makes it easy when people walk in. Already, I want to talk to them. I want to... I build relationships. For me, as a successful sales executive, I can't say it's all about just moving a metal. There's value in moving that metal. So how I sell cars now, I build relationships. They just walk in, we sit down, we talk, we unpack. I want to know about their dog. I want to know about their kids, their history, where they're coming. Like there are some days where clients would walk in there, they would leave, or as soon as they leave, I would be so emotional because we will be touching into deeper
conversations.
So now when they leave, they have that thing, oh man, we can actually relate with this guy.
Yeah.
We can relate and we can trust him based on how we were unpacking the
conversation.
whole thing.
I think you're also an easy person to talk to because
you
right
can
now,
see I'm bubbly.
You're bubbly, you're open, and when I speak, you look at me like with so much interest.
I do.
Keep them coming.
I receive, Papa.
But no, man, like honestly, I really are one of the people that I enjoy seeing on the socials, and I'm like, wow, this guy, I would comment. There's a certain time where you started commenting, you would comment with just emoji.
Yeah.
Then one day it's a text and I'll be so happy. Like,
really?
I feel like
On
I've achieved.
content?
Yes, please.
No.
Yeah, when I get so happy, I'm like, okay, all right, okay. Because we look up to you guys when you're doing your beautiful
Thank you
work.
so much. No, you too. Let me give you a compliment. I'm proud of you. Even you too, when you like myself, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going somewhere.
Earlier on, you said something regarding Balobedu, content creators and everything. I'm just more interested because I think it's something that I hear a lot. Remember, content creators, even musicians, they're content creators. Whole, spectrum, Sarinas as content creators, music, acting, and you spoke Hore, we.
Yes. Yeah, honestly, I don't want to lie to you. That much. Like, if you can look at other cultures, like there's that collaboration. So but maybe I feel like that thing or no man no are taganeni re supportane because I mean look at us today. This is a beautiful.
Exactly.
This is very amazing.
Guys,
I mean,
it's beautiful.
Balobedu, Batagani, Baba Kilobedu. It's awesome. Really the pride Jabrana side or no, I think I'm the no, man.
yeah.
Let's just drop that thing and just be normal.
And support each other.
Yeah, support each other.
Yeah.
So that's what something I can say about Balobedu, the current moment.
And one thing that I like, I love how clean your content is. It's strict, but it's clean.
Is it?
I get content tse dingwe ke mathapa go roza moruto rwana a ke really full stop and be like, yo, Jesus Christ. But I love how clean your content is, and okay. So what I want to also add from here, what's coming in the content space, what are we expecting from you, what more are we getting?
Okay.
Yeah.
Touching back, I also want to touch into your my clean content.
Yes.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Reason behind that, remember now I told you my content is very relatable. You can relate. And obviously there's kids that are looking at my content. There's all those people that are looking at my content. Pastors. I've got a family back at home, my mother, my granny. I'm respecting that space.
Yeah.
You want it's hardly for to get working the vulgar and words and all that. It's hardly, honestly.
Nah.
So going back to where to from here. There's bigger things that are gonna happen.
Nah.
Next year, I've got bigger stuff. It's just gonna be the surprise. I've got bigger stuff that are coming.
We are ready.
So
I hope even an EP.
Greater things are yet to come. Trust me. Next year I'll be unpacking after unpacking. There's great things.
No.
That's something that I can say for now. But there's awesome stuff that are coming.
No, that's beautiful.
In line with my content and all collaborations and all that. I'm planning nice stuff.
Yeah, no, I think let's collaborate more as
Let's do
people.
this.
And thank you. I wish you all the best.
I really
And I'm
appreciate
following you, so
Thank
I
you
guess
so
we are not
much.
gonna miss. We're not gonna miss out.
There's
But
no way.
that voice. Okay, I'm going to close, but when I'm done, you're going to sing for me. So
Okay.
thank you for coming. So viewers, please don't forget to like, to subscribe, please comment. And if you would like to sit with me here on the seat, make sure that you can, DM me. I'll leave my contact details in the description box. Now, my dear, so please just sing for me that voice.
Yo, what song?
Sangobela ke wewe buyelela kabuwai.
Okay, let me try. It's gonna be short though.
No, it's fine. I just want to
okay.
hear that voice again.
Okay. Which song Mara as well? I'm thinking.
Ngikuthandile. Okay. Let me let you choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thatha inhliziyo yami awuthulisile ebusuku nemini ngiphupha ngawe. Ishingile khoneni man.
Oh, that's so beautiful. Like, that's
you
so
so
beautiful.
much, yeah.
Wow. You're not saying you can't but not to like
But thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me.
No,
Thank you so much, my
thank
dear.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.